Hello, this is Teleintrovere here with this week's Speedpaint Sunday. How are you guys doing? I am falling asleep. I don't know why I'm so sleepy today, but I really want to be napping right now. Anyway, let's just get through this so I can take a nap. Oh, do I hear Mer? Is the fluffy one joining us? Yes, she is. Here she is. Very cute. All right, can you please get your tail out of my face so that I can draw? Please and thank you. All right. Oh, is that a purr? So cute. All right, sorry. Let's stop getting distracted by cat. And let's try to figure out what the heck is going on here. There's a lot going on here. Oh, I'm being licked now. Why are you so distracting, huh? You just need me to pay attention to you instead of drawing, huh? How dare I pay attention to something else? That's not the fluffy one. All right. Are we done? No? Okay. I'm gonna try to keep the cat at bay with one hand and draw with the other. Okay. Just a whole lot of stuff going on here, huh? There's gonna be all these twisty trees and all of these cliffs, and oh my gosh. It's around here, I think. Oh, there's just like so many layers to all of these, to this landscape. When I start coloring this in, I'm gonna get completely confused about which line means what. So maybe I shouldn't worry about this too much. Um, Big tree thing here. Do I have this lined up correctly? I feel like I have this cliff not lined up correctly. I really shouldn't stress over that. I don't need to care so much about having everything, like, perfectly match the reference. That's not the most important part, really. Oops. Okay. I think that's probably going to be good enough for the sketch. There's also a whole big swirly thing over here, but let's not get too caught up on that. All right. Now, how do I want to layer this? I think a lot of the recent ones I've been doing in like one or two layers. I think this one might actually work with a little bit more, just because there is more kind of distinct layers to this. So I think all of this background stuff can be on one layer. And I want to figure out how to kind of break up the transition between like this background to these foreground parts. Um, so I'm not sure. I guess technically I could have all of this stuff on one layer and then just put these roots and whatnot on a separate layer above it. That could work. For now though, I think I'm going to start at the back like I usually do. Let's see. I guess we just start with a kind of blue sky color. And just go from there. Mm. All right. Hmm. I think I'm actually going to, yeah, just kind of start by doing the sky and make sure to get the clouds in because I do want to put these kind of background mountains on the same layer as the sky. So I want to be able to put them in just over the clouds, which are already done. The creature is back, by the way. So I'm down to one hand again. Which is fine until I need to do like Control Z or something. All right. As always, I have to try my best to resist the urge to spend the entire hour on the sky. I know it's hard, but I gotta. Okay, I think that's probably enough for the base color. Let's go ahead and start adding the clouds. Actually, let's start with the thick brush, actually, because these are relatively thick clouds. I'm not even sure what the heck this is back here. Is this more cloud, or is this some kind of mountain in the background there? I'm not sure what this shape is. Very mysterious. Uh, oops. Let's get ourselves a nice bright, like teal sort of color to get some little like highlights in the clouds. Well, I guess they're not exactly highlights, more like low lights, if anything, because the highlights are white. Ah, You know what? I am just going to go in with straight white. Is that good enough for clouds? Maybe. Let's see if it's good enough for clouds. And let's try to kind of extend them down here, just in case I end up moving things around. All right. That's fine for clouds. What do I want to start on next? I want to start getting some of this greenish stuff here in, but I have to decide how to arrange the layers for that. Hmm. Maybe just have all the stuff back here on one layer and then stuff up here on another? Would that make sense? I feel like it wouldn't blend very well. Do I just do another single layer thing? I feel like that tends to work out well, but also can be tricky. Let's start with it just on one layer, and then we can try to add things on another layer if we need to. All right, let's start with some kind of greens, or actually even like, these are kind of yellowish greens, I think. It can be hard to tell though, because there's a lot of kind of blue atmospheric light coming in the back here, and it just makes everything kind of more bluish. I'm just going to start with like a yellowy green, and if it turns out that we need to go more blue, then we can go more blue. If anything, I think we need to go more yellow, actually. I'll start with this, but I think parts of this are going to still need to go more yellow. And then the parts in the back here, I'll just put in with a lighter brush so that they get blended in with the blue of the sky more. I think that's working well. Even then, like, I think this just all needs to be more yellow. Let's try this again. Is that gonna work? I think that's pretty decent. Let's go with that. Okay, yeah. That should do. Let's get in some of that over here. And just like out and about in other places. Let's fill this stuff in with the yellow first, and then, although no, this part back here is very blue, so we don't really need a lot of the yellow in there, I don't think. Okay. Let's go with that. And then while I have this yellow color, I think maybe I should start filling in this foreground stuff first. Oh, that got very bright there, huh? That might be fine though. Can I make this color work? Or is it too much? That color is way too much, sorry, yeah. How do I want to make it then? Like this, maybe? Is this good? You know what? I think it'll work. Yeah, it's not like 100% accurate to the original, but I think it'll do. I think that's more or less working. Oops. That should be good for, yeah, for this stuff. Now let's see, what are some of the main things that we want to get in? I still need to get in these blue mountains and cliffs and stuff back here. There's this rock on the side here and this tree bit over here. And then of course there's all of this stuff in the front. What to start with first? I kind of want to start with the blues and the mountains. I think that would be good to get in. Let's start with our sky color. And let's adjust that. It definitely needs to go darker. Is this a good color for that? Maybe. And then over here, the color gets kind of more like reddish. Um, wait, I think I kind of messed up the placing of this. I put it kind of too high. Like there isn't much space up here for these spikes. Actually, you can see that I drew in the spikes and then just kind of painted over them. Oops. Messed that up a little bit. Not a huge deal though, I don't think. Maybe I'll just have my spikes going up like into the top of the frame. It's okay. Not a big deal. A little bit of the like green color in here to put in, whoops, I need a lighter green, I think, to put in like the ridge. Yeah, there we go. Let's get in some more of those like slightly orangey bits. That's getting a little too dark though. Oh my gosh, I'm entirely gonna get confused on which bit of what is where. This whole landscape is just confusing. Mm. I feel like if I overdo it too much, I'm gonna kind of make this part too opaque, and I was trying to blend it into the sky color more just to get some of that like, atmospheric perspective where it kind of goes more blue. So I want to be careful with that and not like overwork it. Although I guess if I do overwork it, I can maybe come back in with blue and blue it up some more. I don't know if that's such a great idea though. I think maybe let's get the foreground stuff in just so we can get the placement of it kind of finalized. Hello, Radio Iskandar, long time no see. Yeah, how have you been doing? Um, let's see. Especially this big rock thing at the front and this big like tree bit over there. Let's just get those in. So this is all right. Big green thingy. What color do I make this? It's like a weird teal color. Let's start with this blue, I guess, but go like greener. It's gonna be okay. Um, let's start with that, and then we can work on it. It definitely needs to be darker. Been working more morning shifts, so it's hard to catch you live from Europe. Yeah, I feel like my normal streams are super duper late for you, but I guess these are somewhat earlier. Uh, Get some more of the soft in there. Just to give it some more kind of dimension. Get some more variance in the tone there. I really don't want to spend too much time on this rock thing, although it is very prominent. It kind of takes up this entire foreground area here. So I do kind of want to make it look nice. Just put in some variation in the colors and stuff. Let's turn off the sketch so I can actually see this better. Okay. Again, don't want to get too carried away with this bit. But yeah, just give it a little something something. Is this a decent color for it? Maybe. I feel like I made it a little bit too big, but oh well. Good enough. Now maybe let's do another layer with all the trees and stuff. What color do I make those? So I think the shadows are very blue. And yeah, these shadows are very blue especially. But then the trees themselves are originally kind of a brown. Let's start with the blues, I think. Let's actually just start with this and then make it bluer and make it really dark. How am I on time? Oh, exactly halfway. Yeah, I think we're about on track for halfway. I think this is doing well. Okay. Oof, this is gonna look crazy. Oh, let's maybe start with a softer brush so it doesn't look that insane. It's actually maybe decent. You know what? No, this bit is actually bothering me. I think I did make it like way too big. Something like that. Um, too much. I love watching the process. How those shapes and colors work escapes me completely. Yeah, thank you. It is definitely a bit of black magic. I don't completely understand how it works either. I just kind of wing it. Hope that it works. Is this too... I feel like this just doesn't look very good when I start with this color. Let's start with the base color instead of the shadow. What color do I make it though? It's so hard to figure out the colors in these situations. It's usually like going with just kind of a desaturated color works decently well. That actually doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna start with that. And then I'm gonna get more of the browns and stuff in it too. I don't think it's gonna work as well for this tree. Mm, you know what? I'm gonna start by just kind of maybe filling this. No, that doesn't look good. Um, I want to get the ground in too. I feel like that's too light. This is one of the cases where I have like two layers that I need to kind of blend together now. Maybe I should put this stuff on the other layer and just not have to worry about it. Just do it like this. I guess let's try it like that. Okay, now how do I get these branches? Uh, I think I have this totally wrong though. Let's take that out and redo that. More like that. All right, now let's try to get in with more of the actual brown colors. Switch to the thick paint so it shows up better. Ah, okay. Oh, it's maybe too much, but that's fine. Yep. These are really awkward colors to work with, but I'm trying my best here. Maybe go with like one of the softer brushes and get a little bit of the more saturated bits in here. Just give it that pop of contrast a little bit. Even in the dark parts, even here. Just give it that little extra oomph. I think this is one of those examples of things that are technically maybe not 100% accurate to the original, but I think it looks better like this. And we're going to have to do this stuff again with the big chunky thing in the front here. This needs to get darker though. How are we on time? Ooh, we're running a little low on time. Uh-oh. It's getting to be that time of the stream where I have to panic about not having enough time to do everything that I want to do. I think this bit is really important to get in. I think this big swirly tree thing and this one on the side here are important to get in. Those are kind of the main things that I need, I think. All right, let's start with this big guy, I think. Actually, I think we can maybe start with this color that I have on right now. I think that's a decent color for it. I'm just going to go straight over what I had here originally. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. These shapes are going to be such a pain to get in. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on here. Okay, we need to get some blues in here, I think. Like especially in here. Ooh, oh, that looks nice. That is, my brain enjoys this color. Ooh. Nice color. We're gonna need these highlights that are more kind of gray. I think maybe this color that we had here before is gonna work for this. That's not too bad. And let's get a little bit of the browns in there too. And actually, I think the branch at the back is actually more blue than, or darker than this one. So let's get that contrast in. And actually, let's also get some of this blue color in here, kind of reflected in there. Keeping the spiral tree for last. I probably shouldn't. I should probably prioritize that because it is kind of a big deal. I think I need to get this in first and then I'll do the spiral tree. I think maybe that's good enough for now. Let's do that spiral tree already. I think we can just put it straight on this layer probably. Spiral tree time. How to color the spiral tree. I think I'm going to start with blue actually. Let's maybe get that blue that I had back here if I can find it. Maybe I lost it already. Is it this blue? I think it's... No, I think it was darker than this. That's a green. Maybe it was this blue. Yeah, maybe it was. Okay, let's try that then. I feel like there's purple going on in here, which is bizarre. Is my brain breaking on me? Or is it actually purpley? I'm gonna start by trying to put it in just with this, and then we'll get the other colors in there. What color is this? This does not look right. I think it needs to be more purple. Which is really bizarre because I have used zero purple in the rest of this. Why does this look so purple? What the fuck is up with the colors in here? I'm so confused. What are these colors? Mm, let's try to match them at least out here. Um, Here are we on time? 10 more minutes. That's not a lot of time. Yep. I don't like how this tree is looking. Okay, so I think the only things I'm going to have time to do are finishing this tree and putting in this other tree, because I think those are the main things that we need right now. I would really like to work more on this landscape part here, but I don't think I'm going to have time at this point. Let me see if I can try to get some of these more brownish bits in, but I'm afraid I'm just going to muddy it up trying to do that. Oh my gosh, no, wrong brush. I definitely need a thick brush for that. Mm. I don't know, this tree almost looks pink. I don't know what's up with that. Why is it so purple? No, I need to get like more saturated in here, I think. Like this? And then can I just try to just gonna try to put something crazy in here. Does that work? Some crazy highlights. I don't know. I think this is the best I can do. There's some weird color shit going on this tree. I cannot for the life of me figure it out. I think that might have to do. All right, let me try to like blend it into the ground more. Just like the shadow of the tree. Not that. Maybe this is gonna have to be the. Right, something like that. I don't know. This is gonna have to do, I think. Um, I don't love it, but it's it's interesting for sure. Let's try to get this freaking thing in already. 7 minutes left, I know. Can I do it on this layer or should I do it on one of the other layers? Let's let's put it on its own layer, whatever. 1 hour is really not a lot, I know. Um, okay, so this is it's roughly similar colors to this. So let's start with maybe this color. Yeah, there we go. That's a great color for that, I think. Okay, great, perfect. Let's go with our dark shadow color. How small can we make this? Let's go put in some of her brownish colors. Um, let's put in just like all of the different colors that we had here. This is, no, I need something lighter. Where were my lighter colors? I think I maybe accidentally used my lighter colors. Oops. Um, I want to try to get in these weird roots sticking out over there too. That's just, let's pretend that's good enough. Um, and then I kind of muddied up my shadows, so let's, uh, this is all wrong. Oh well. I definitely need more blues in there. I can actually maybe just put in this blue. I'm getting all of my colors mixed up. But that's probably okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. Can't be that bad, can it? Oh no, I feel like I screwed this tree up a lot. It just needs to be way lighter. Yep, a little bit of the That looks terrible. I hate it. I hate it. No, what did I do? That just made it look worse. I feel like it needs more like pink almost. Let me try to get maybe this color that I had here and just I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. It looks bad. Um, I think this might be as good as it's gonna get. It just it feels like it's not integrated with the rest of the picture. Man, I really just need more time to do this whole um all of this stuff. Just gonna get something in here. It's just too flat otherwise. Look at all this. Just scribble in something just so it looks like an actual landscape and not flat ground. That I think that helped a lot, to be honest. Just give it some like texture, some life. Otherwise, it just doesn't look real. All right, we're out of time. I think this might be as good as I can get it. Um, that was a tough one. Man, I feel like it was going fine for the first bit, but once we hit especially some of these trees and like the big spiral tree, and I still hate how this thing turned out. It's just wrong. I feel like I was just in too much of a panic while drawing this that I didn't take the time to actually like figure it out properly. I just kind of went in blind and just kept going. Um, but that's what happens when you're on a time limit, I guess. Oof. Oh boy. All right. I do actually kind of like how the spirally tree turned out. I think it looks cool. I think the pinkish highlights really give it a little bit of character. Oh, man. I like the shading on this thing too. The transition between the blue shadows here and the more like saturated browns. I think that actually turned out pretty nice. This thing I hate. This is one that I really wish I had just an extra like half hour or even like 15 minutes just to actually get it looking decent. Um, anyway, thank you for coming. Overall, like for a 1 hour drawing, I think it's not too bad on you and your dreams. Yeah. Uh, it's always a challenge with these speed paints because like there's never time to really finish it. Like there will always be sacrifices made. Um, it's just the nature of the 1 hour time limit. But yeah, I would say like for a 1 hour drawing, it's not bad at all. Even if there are definitely things I wish I could have improved. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to come back next week for the next one. In the meantime, I'll also be doing video game streams throughout the week. If you guys want to watch me play Amarantis, I've been having a good time with that. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day, week, whatever. I hope to see you later. All right. Bye.